With the Weser Stadium still being extended, the crowd down to 37,500 for the visit of league leaders Leverkusen, but it still meant a full house. Leverkusen on top of the league, but by one solitary goal difference over Bayern Munich, needing really to take 3 points away from home against a Bremen side that has won its last 2 games, but that on the back of 5 successive defeats. Leverkusen in the red, Bremen in their traditional green and white. Mesut Özil, is he going to extend his contract? He's been a bit out of sorts of late. Niemeyer pulling it over. It was supposed to be a cross. It ended up as a shot, and it nearly bamboozled the Leverkusen goalkeeper, René Adler. A lucky let-off for the visitors. Bender on the right. The shot from Barnetta, but the attentions of Naldo too close for the Swiss international to hit the target. The first 30 minutes were pretty hectic. A lot of balls failing to find the players they were designed for, and then, just before the half hour, a free kick wonderfully struck by Eren Dediok, the man from Kosovo who now lives in Switzerland, plays for the Swiss national side and will be representing Switzerland at the World Cup. Beats Tim Wiese, the ball curled over the wall, no chance at all for the Bremen goalkeeper. That 11th goal for Dediok, giving Leverkusen the lead, but it was a lead they only held on to for 4 minutes. Naldo fires one in, a dreadful mistake by René Adler, who will probably be number 2 to Manu Neuer in the German national squad at the World Cup. But what a mistake. Adler's a great goalkeeper, but he's only human, and that will embarrass him when he sees it on television, especially in slow motion. Naldo's shot bobbling towards the line, but it was in fact Claudio Pizarro who stabbed the ball into the net for his 10th goal of the season. A lucky goal, but nevertheless it was the equaliser for Bremen. And then, almost on half-time, the final chance for the home side. The diminutive figure of Marco Marin clips it over, up goes Naldo, and Adler fishes the ball away from the unrushing Tim Borowski. After 45 minutes, 1-1. And the game definitely improving as it drew on into the second half. 12 minutes played already. Toni Kroos, time to pick his spot from all of 30 meters. Thomas Schaaf, the coach for Bremen, not at all happy, and in fact his defence looked very static. But let's take nothing away from the quality of the strike by Kroos. The defence back off, and Wiese beaten by the ferocity of the shot. Goal number 9 for Toni Kroos. He really is a firm fixture in the Leverkusen side. Sad news for the Leverkusen fans is that Bayern, who have only loaned him to Leverkusen, want him back at the end of the season. 64 minutes played. Adler looking a little more sure of himself. Borowski can't get onto the through ball. 1 minute later, Kiesling, who was a pretty pale figure throughout the game despite being the league's leading goal scorer with 13. Dediok firing one in. Would it have counted, though it looked like it was a foul by Kiesling. Then on 75 minutes, nerves very much apparent in a game that meant so much to both sides. Werder, remember, in 6th place in the table with high hopes of European soccer. Next season they need to finish on a Europa League spot. Özil. Pizarro battling away, then a fabulous run by Renato Gusto, the substitute for Leverkusen. Amazing run that took him all the way down the right flank, pulls it back, he sees Kiesling, who hits it full belt and brings out the very best out of Tim Wiese. That was a great save by the Bremen goalkeeper. That, if it had hit the net, would have finished off Bremen, but they were still in with a chance. 4 minutes from the end, and Bremen now piling on the pressure. Ayik, the Bremen substitute, firing that one over the bar from a really good position. Now into time added on, 4 minutes. The fourth official said had to be played. Özil. Ball plucked out of the air superbly by the Leverkusen goalkeeper, and not exactly the friendliest of looks from Thomas Schaaf for Jupp Heynckes, the Leverkusen coach. Özil once again. Marine keeps his cool, and Per Mertesacker, 1.98 m of him, leaps into the air. Who, without a stepladder, is going to stop that man getting the ball? What a lob from Marine. Mertesacker, goal number 3 for him. He's played every second for Bremen, in the league, in the cup, in the Europa League, and he nets his 3rd goal of the season to give Bremen a point, but to deprive Leverkusen of 2 points as they head for the title. Mertesacker delighted, Heynckes stunned. He cannot believe that his side have given it away. Instead of opening a 2-gap lead on Bayern, they are still level on points, and Bremen still in with a chance of European soccer next season.